Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is your daily go-getterism number 523 for March 9th, 2016. R.I.P. The Notorious B.I.G. Unfortunately, this was the day he was murdered, and I just want to say rest in peace to one of the great rappers who ever lived. And it was a great day today, y'all. You know, real nice outside. You know what I'm saying? It was real. You know, it looked like the groundhog might have got it right this year, even though that's not the way it really works. But listen, tonight I want to talk to y'all about it being too late to turn back. Basically, when you've come too far to turn back. You know, when you dedicate yourself to something, when you really decide to commit to something long term, and you start doing it, and in the beginning it's normally sweet because everybody likes something that's new and fresh, and you know, they want to be a part of it. People like to be part of things that are just kicked off, things that are fresh, new, the launch. And what happens a lot of times is when the real work begins, that's when things start falling off. That's when things don't look so shiny and new anymore, and that's when you find out what your true character is, as far as being able to stick with something, and you find out what other people's true character is, as far as being dedicated, seeing it through, you know, being loyal and stuff like that. The start off work, that's a beautiful thing. Because let's take like a new business. You start off a new business, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, you get that startup money, you probably got a business loan or whatever, you got a little surplus of cash. You've already said to yourself that it's going to take a couple of years to turn a profit, but you don't really be thinking that way. Everybody say that it takes a couple of years to turn a profit, but the kind of profit that they're talking about is something that should be sustainable for years and years. In the meantime, you still got to eat because you still have bills to pay. You still have you know, a house or an apartment to pay the rent, and children to make sure that you have clothes on their back and shoes on their feet and food in their belly and tuition to pay and all that kind of stuff. So when you first get started something, everybody wants to be down with you because they really want to help you out. And you're feeling really enthusiastic about it because you've had all of these plans. Maybe you're living out your dream, and you know, so things are going well, and it seems like you made the right choice. But as time goes on, people start falling off. It's hard, you know, people who may have been supporting you every day, every week, or whatever. You know, they're not. They find there other things to do. Other people are starting up things, and they have lives to live, and all that kind of stuff. And whereas they know that once they've supported you, that's all they really ever had to do. They don't have to keep supporting you to say that they supported you. They already did. And it's not that they won't come back through. It's just that you got to find other ways. You have to find fresh business. And that's when the real work starts. So it's a true test of your character to see if you're going to be able to see it through. Because a lot of times when people get into the real meat of the work that needs to be done, the stuff that it takes to really make things work for the long run, a lot of people bail out. They can't handle it. And there are a lot of pitfalls to bailing out early. Like, first of all, the debt. More than likely, if you're starting up something new, you're going to have operating costs. So you're going to have to either take out a loan, or you're going to get investors to put money into your project. Now, if you're the type of person that doesn't see projects through all the way to the end, so that means that you got people's money, and you probably pocketed a lot of it, and you spent some of the money to get these things up and running, and then if they don't turn out right, other than the grand opening and all of that, then you owe people money because you haven't paid off loans and all of that. You didn't stay in the business long enough to do that. Now, on the other side of that, you have people who put a lot of time and thought into whatever they do. So no matter how rough things get, no matter how discouraging they get, no matter what the obstacles are that they have to overcome, they refuse to give up. And you know what? I can't really blame them, man. I can't blame nobody for hanging in there when they really, really want something. Because how can you ever really, how can you ever really have something if you're not willing to be patient? If you're not willing to plan ahead? If you're not willing to game plan so you have an exit strategy, you know, or end game, you know, a way to be able to keep your head afloat if things should fall apart in one way, you know, exploring your options, things like that. But one thing about being a quitter is that it never feels good. I like to see the person that quits things and feels good about it. Because being a quitter ain't no good thing for people to say about you. It's definitely not a good thing for anybody to hear about themselves. Like, yo, such and such, he just gives up. He ain't really gonna be there. You don't want to be known as no quitter, man. But staying there for the long haul, man, it takes a special person to do that. Only special people can hang in there, you know, and really see things through. But it makes you more than a special person to yourself. It lets you know that you can do anything. That any obstacles that come up, any it makes you know that you're a fighter. And it's always good to be a fighter. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and ask yourself what kind of person you are. Are you the type of person that once their mind is made up to do something, they make sure that they see it through all the way to the end, no matter what? And that's how their dedication lies? Or are you the type to start things up, get things going, and then just be out? Sort of like a mercenary. Like, look, I'm just a freelance dude. I ain't on no team. You know, either way, I mean, if you getting that cash, you getting that cash. It's either fast money or slow money that lasts a long time. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm gonna holler at y'all later on. Hey, yo, the Mind Right and Body Better Fitness Program is this Saturday. The McVeigh Recreation Center, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all come through 400 East Ontario Street at the McVeigh Recreation Center. You know, come through and get your workout on, man. It's never too late to start taking care of yourself. It's never too late to feel great about what you're doing and how you're feeling. And let it be infectious. Let all of your friends and family get infected. And this is where it all starts out. And that's what kind of shit we do, man. You know? And we seeing it through to the end. We ain't stopping. I'll holler at y'all later.